Have y'all ever thought about what it would be like if we were guinea pigs? Hmm. We're about to find out. Hey, what's going on? This is Zach, the Wretched Watchman. I'm bringing you a little bit of news now. Because of the content and the subject of this, I got to be a little bit careful because it has to do with health stuff and the wonderful platform that I'm on. Yeah, they don't like that type of stuff. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Don't ban me, YouTube. Now, there's been a recent thing, a part of the FDA and the HHS, that has to do with basically making us guinea pigs, bypassing international law and just doing whatever they want to do with us as long as it doesn't cause immediate harm to us, to generalize it. You're probably wondering, what on earth are you talking about? Well, let's just take a look. Let's go a little bit further. Before you go to the Federal Register, it says Institutional Review Board waiver on alteration of informed consent or minimal risk clinical investigations. A rule by the Food and Drug Administration. This was from 12/21/23. You can see the agency there, the Food and Drug Administration. Final rule. So this is it. This is it. This is final. Let's see what's going on. What does this mean? What does it have to do with? So the summary, the FDA, the agency, or we, basically says is issuing a final rule to amend its regulations to implement a provision of the 21st Century Cures Act. So the Cures Act. The final rule allows an exception from the requirements. Listen to this. The final rule allows an exception from the requirements in to obtain informed consent when a clinical investigation poses no more than minimal risk to the human subject and includes appropriate safeguards to protect the rights, safety, and welfare of human subjects. Are you following along with that? Basically, what they're saying is basically we don't need informed consent anymore with what we're going to do. Now, it says the final rule permits an institutional review board to waive or alter certain informed consent elements or to waive the requirement to obtain informed consent under limited conditions for certain FDA regulated minimal risk clinical investigations. This rule went into effect January 22nd of this year. So it's just now gone into effect a couple days ago as of this recording. Basically, when it comes to the FDA investigation and informed consent on anything that they're trying to do, the agenda that they're trying to get done, as long as it poses no formal risk to the subject according to their own standards, so judge, jury, executioner type situation again, then consent is not needed. They can just do it without asking your permission. That's what that's about. Now, some people might be looking at this, go, how can they do that? Informed consent is bigger than just the United States of America, which is true. Wasn't a part of the Nuremberg Code after, the trials and all that stuff. So this would be a violation of that. But they addressed it. And the negative comment that they received, basically they said, we understand it's international law, but we're not going to do it. And so they just went around it. But you see, that's the thing. That's the thing is these agencies, whether it's the Food and Drug or the WHO or any of these other ones, they just do whatever they want to do. I know we constantly get the rebuttals from people. How can they do this? The Constitution says they can't do it. Bill of Rights says they can't do it. International law says they can't do it, but they continue to do it. There's no repercussions. There's no offense. There's no attack. That's why you continue to see politicians where they get caught red-handed doing these things, whether it's right or left, doesn't matter who it is. Nothing ever happens to them. Why? Because all these people are on the same team. They're judge, jury, and executioner. They'll go through the theatrics of it to rile up the other side of the monkeys that they want to do. If you guys don't remember or don't recognize that in the description that I'm saying there, go check out my podcast called 2024. You'll see what I mean. But they're just doing it to rile up the monkeys to get this stuff going. So what we got going on now, this is another move. This is on top of just what happened, was it last month, I think? Or was it just a couple weeks ago? I think it was last month. Where the Supreme Court basically just got um, Biden and his stuff off, basically opening the door for them to go in and be able to do the WHO pandemic accord. This is another thing that's falling in line with that. Well, because informed consent is now no longer a thing that they have to worry about when it comes to this stuff. That falls right in line with the pandemic accord. And again, that pandemic accord goes against our constitution. They don't care. They're still going to do it. They'll find some little loophole to get around it to get things done. As much as I appreciate that I'm in this country that I'm in, I wouldn't want to be in any other country out there. I realize this is nowhere near the same country. There's no freedom anymore. There's no rule anymore. There's no law anymore. There's no checks and balances. There's nobody doing any of this thing. It's all run by the same group, which means they can do whatever they want. Judge, jury, and executioner. And that includes using us as guinea pigs, the FDA using us as guinea pigs. They are preparing for this pandemic accord. They want this thing done because it shreds through every country's rule of law and grants this group the power to do whatever they want to do in the name of health. They're getting this stuff ready. We can sit there on our keyboards and type, "What about the Constitution?" all day long. They don't care. Now, you're probably sitting there going, "Dude, why are you being such a bummer about this?" Well, because I've let go of the world. I've let go of this country. I've let go of all of these things. I am not a citizen of this world. I'm just passing through. This isn't my home. This isn't my body. This isn't any of this stuff because I'm going to leave this place to go home to join the presence of my Savior with a new body. So some people ask, how can I just go along my merry way whenever I see things like this? How can I not get up in arms? How can I not get angry? How can I not get depressed? Because I've let go. It's something that I try and tell people to. It's this world is gone. This country is gone. Nobody's saving it. Nobody's fixing it. We're in the season where the rapture is just any moment, man. Any moment. Because the convergence of prophetic events continues to grow, continues to get stronger, continues to go faster. This is just another one of those signs. Who knew about this? It was signed, sealed, and enacted just like that. Just do whatever they want to do. Why? Because it's all the same group. Let go. And just continue to put your faith in Jesus. Continue to look towards him. He is the only answer. He was always the answer before, but he is certainly the answer now. And so I guess I just tell you guys, just let go of this world. Understand that the time is coming. Everything's going to start falling apart. And here's a little hint. Here's a little spoiler alert. I get it from the book of Revelation. The entire world, including this country, God's going to burn this thing down in the end. So what are we worrying about? I'm not worried. Are you worried? Am I going to sign up that has anything to do with the FDA? Absolutely not. But I'm not worried. Continue to focus on Jesus. He is the truth. He is the hope. He is the answer. He is the salvation. He is the everything. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let go. Put your faith in Jesus Christ, because he is the only one that can save. And I always recommend share that with as many people as you can. That's what we're told to do, right? Get the gospel out to as many people as we can. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you right here. Just thought I'd bring you this little thing that I. It's just crazy. They are prepping for this one world healthcare system. That's for sure. One world government coming in, right? I'm going to leave you guys right here. You guys have a great rest of your week. And again, don't worry and share the gospel of Jesus with as many people as you can. That's what we need to focus on. Peace out and Maranatha.